Hello, Sandy here, and I'm here to show you how to make your Pentecost mobile for our Messy Church at Home Pentecost in a bag for our 8th Messy Church birthday. And so in your bag for activity 4 you will have an instruction sheet, you will have some templates, a flame and a dove template, and you will have some cord, hopefully about 5 pieces, some card to cut out, and a bangle. Okay, so I have an admission to make. I meant to put some tissue paper in for you and I forgot. So if you've got some tissue paper at home, you can use it. If you haven't, I'm going to show you the non-tissue paper method of making these. Okay, so what you need to do first is to use your templates to draw around so that you have some more doves and flames, and there's some I did earlier. So you can put your template that you've been given onto the card, draw around it, and then cut them out. So let's cut these out now. There we go. So if you've been watching my other videos or you've done some of the other activities, you will know that we're talking about Pentecost, which is when the Holy Spirit came down onto the disciples in the form of flames, which is why we're using flames. And you'll also know from the first activity we did, there's one, that we also think of the Holy Spirit in the form of a dove, because when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist, the Holy Spirit came down onto Jesus in the form of a dove alighted down. So there we go. Right. If you need some help cutting these out, ask somebody older than yourself or more able than yourself to do it. I think I'll be okay. Okay, there's a dove, and I've got another flame here, and I've also got a flame I've already cut out. So you'll need basically 2 of each. If you want to add more, you can. You probably won't have enough cord for that, or ribbon I think we've put in for you. But if you can find some more cord to use and you want to do more than 4 symbols, you can. Let's just put these bits in the bin. So what we're going to do now is we're going to colour in our flame. If you've got tissue paper, as I said, you can use tissue paper, or you can do flame colouring. So this is how I'm doing my flame colouring. And I've got yellow. So basically follow the shape of the flame to make an outline to colour in. You can do them all one colour if you want, or as I'm doing different colours. So like that, and then another one on the outside. There we go. So, as I'm colouring these, I will just talk about, which says, when the Holy Spirit came to the believers, it came in the form of a rushing wind, and then like flames of fire, which lit on each of the friends' heads, Jesus' friends' heads, or what we call his disciples, or apostles is another word for that. So there's one. Okay, and then you can do another one. You can do both sides if you want to. Do both sides. I will leave it at one side now and we will carry on. So imagine I've coloured all those in. Then you can add features to your dove. So you can add an eye, for instance. And you can add some wings like this. Do that both sides as well if you want to. So imagine I've done that to all of them. Then what you need is a hole punch. If you've got a hole punch, get someone to help you use it if you need to, or use it yourself, and just decide the best place to make that hole. There's a hole. If you haven't got a hole punch, you can either very carefully use a sharp pencil, which is quite tricky, or I will show you the other method in a minute, which is very simple. So the other method to do would be to use, let's just put some features on this stuff so I can show you. So we've got an eye, some wings. You notice I'm not colouring in my doves because I actually want them to be white, because white is the colour that we call a pure colour. It's not really a colour at all, is it? But if you want to colour them in, make them bright and decorative, that's fine with me. I'm not going to mind that at all. So I've got some cord here. Yours is ribbon, mine's slightly different. And this is the other method that you can use. So you can take your cord, take some sellotape. I think I've put it away. Oh, it's here. Right, take some sellotape. That in there. There we go. And just sellotape your cord on like that. So that will hang down nicely now. It's a bit of a... That's one. So the next one I'm going to thread through the hole that I made. So you can decide whether you want to make holes depending on whether you've got a hole punch or not, or tape them on. Taping works just as well, so don't worry. And I would just trim the end off your ribbon once you've tied it on. Let's just put that away. So there, I've got 2 doves that I've done there. The next thing to do is the flames. So I think I'm just going to, yeah, let's make holes in these ones. One. Then I can colour them in later. Okay, so tie them on. There's one. Oh, skew width. And here's another one. Okay, and I'm going to colour that in later so it looks fantastic. Then you've got your bangle, so you're going to tie them onto the bangle. I hope you're good at tying knots. If you're not, get somebody to help you. You might want to trim the end off after you've tied it. Let's just do a few. Maybe we'll do them. I don't know what I just dropped. Maybe we'll do them one and then the other. A dove and a flame and a flame and a dove. So there we have. Now, if you hold it like that, you can see the sort of effect we're going to get. So I'm just going to trim off the bits of the dangly. I don't think I've got a dangly bit there in the middle, but hey. Just to make it a bit neater. little bit neater. And then yours will look lovely because you've got ribbon. I've got this other stuff. So then what we're going to do is use our last bit of cord to tie onto here. Oh. And that holds it up. And there we have our mobile. Okay, now I'm hoping that yours will be better than mine and you won't have a flame that's going the wrong direction. Maybe if you use tape, that'll help. Maybe if I use a bit of tape now, that will help. Let's just try that, just quickly. Let's just tape that so that it's going the right direction. We don't want a flame that's going the wrong direction because that's a bit strange. Right, let's try now. Is that better? Yes, it is. Okay, now I think you can imagine it's going to look fab once the other flame is coloured in. And there we have our mobile. So, as I was saying, the disciples were gathered together in a room. And all of a sudden there was a rushing wind and such a noise of wind as well. Through unexpected. And a flame appears, it diverts off and one lands on each of their heads. Okay, so can you imagine how they felt? Can you imagine? They've been a bit frightened anyway because they've been hiding away from the Roman soldiers and the Pharisees because they're a bit afraid that what happened to Jesus might happen to them. This is just after Jesus has died and been taken back into heaven. So he came back to life again, didn't he? Back into heaven to be with God. But the disciples are on their own. They don't have Jesus with them anymore and they're frightened and they're hiding away in a room. And all of a sudden there's this rushing wind. Flames appear and they're filled with the Holy Spirit. What a rush of emotions that must have been. I can't imagine it. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'll see you again for the next activity soon. Goodbye for now.